Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most difficult theater songs for solo singers. Number 10. Watch What Happens, Newsies. A difficult musical theater solo is about more than just the high notes, and this one has a few different challenges.
Only that there's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better.
Written by Alan Menken and Jack Feldman, Watch What Happens is sung by Newsies female lead Catherine Plummer, a character who was created for the stage musical. It's a fast-paced patter song for a mezzo-soprano, stretching from a G4 to an E5, and it requires some serious breath control.
Just look around at the world we're inheriting and think of the one we'll create. Their mistake is they got old. That is not a mistake we'll be making. No, sir, we'll stay young forever.
The singer has to transition between a chest voice, head voice, and speak singing, all while maintaining good diction and conveying the range of emotions that come over Catherine throughout the song. Cara Lindsay originated the role on Broadway, and she makes it look easy, but it's trickier than it appears.
Whatever happens, let's begin.
Number 9. Rose's Turn, Gypsy. The pressure is on for any actress performing the role of Mama Rose in Gypsy, and not just because they're following in the footsteps of many famous stars.
Mama's moving on, Mama's all alone. Mama doesn't care, Mama's letting loose. Mama's got this love.
Rose's Turn is the big 11 o'clock number and a total showstopper. After spending her life, and the entirety of the first act, pushing her daughters to be the best and the brightest, Rose finally takes center stage.
This time, boys, I'm taking the 1,000. Everything's gonna blow.
She bears her soul in a 5-minute soliloquy that Bette Midler once called, quote, a terrifying piece of music. It's the emotional heart of the musical, and, at its best, a gut-wrenching tour de force that reminds us how magical musical theater can be. Number 8. Gethsemane, I Only Want to Say, Jesus Christ Superstar. Andrew Lloyd Webber has created some of musical theater's most demanding solos, but Gethsemane may be the most difficult. Judas also tackles some challenging scales in Heaven on Their Minds, but Jesus really has his work cut out in Gethsemane. He not only needs to dig deep emotionally, but also reach a high G5.
Just watch me die.
The challenging rock ballad takes place the night before the crucifixion, when Jesus prays alone in the Garden of Gethsemane and asks his Father whether his death is the only way. It's a very big song and bound to be intimidating for any actor, whether or not they're in control of their falsetto.
Before I change my mind.
Number 7. The Ballad of Jane Doe, Ride the Cyclone. In this 2009 musical by Jacob Richmond and Brooke Maxwell, a group of teens plummet to their deaths on a faulty roller coaster and compete for a second chance at life by relating their backstories through song.
Oh, my soul, is it here or is it rotting somewhere with my head?
Jane Doe's haunting lament is one of the most talked about moments in the show, but it's more of a classical aria than a musical theater piece. It's best suited to a powerful soprano with good classical technique, especially when you get to that fiendishly difficult final run.
A melody floats through the air. When silence falls, does no one care? Does anyone care?
Aside from the technical stuff, Jane's story is also the most tragic. To really win over an audience, the singer has to find a way to convey some very dark emotions while also giving an impeccable operatic vocal performance.
What a shame, cruel existence was only a sham.
Number 6. Pity the Child. Chess. Anyone who's ever tried to sing an ABBA song at karaoke will know they're much more difficult than they look. So pity the singer who attempts to take on this solo from Chess, which is considered one of the biggest challenges for male musical theater performers.
Just the same way as before.
The 1984 musical was written by ABBA duo Benny Andersson and Bjorn Ulvaeus, with lyrics by Ulvaeus and Tim Rice. Set during the Cold War, it tells the story of two rival grandmasters, one Russian, one American. Pity the Child is sung by the latter and is a powerful star turn if the performer can overcome its difficulties. It's an emotionally raw rock ballad for a tenor voice, climbing to an octave above middle C.
Just in case he said.
Number 5. Bring Him Home, Les Misérables. Written specifically for Colm Wilkinson, who originated the role of Jean Valjean, Bring Him Home is a moving ballad that requires a lot of control and a beautiful falsetto to really do it justice.
God on high, hear my prayer.
It's a slow song with a simple melody and a lot of repetition. Nevertheless, it's a famously difficult tenor part, thanks to the range, the shifting dynamics, and the emotional heft of the piece. We see many facets to Jean Valjean throughout the show, but his plea to God to protect the man his adopted daughter loves is one of the most touching moments. The lead actor must be able to convey both the power and the tenderness, in addition to hitting those high notes, sometimes while sitting down.
Bring him home.
Number 4. No Good Deed. Wicked. Defying Gravity may be Wicked's flagship song, and the number all musical theater kids dream of taking a crack at, but the second act of the show provides an even bigger challenge. No Good Deed is Elphaba's second act showcase, a dark, tortured soliloquy full of complex melodies, changing dynamics, and a little bit of speak singing.
If that's all good deeds are, maybe that's the reason why.
Because of the orchestration, it requires a singer who can really belt it out to be heard above the music, sustaining those long, loud notes, but also seamlessly transitioning into the softer moments. It was written specifically for Idina Menzel, known for her powerful belt. Number 3. Confrontation, Jekyll and Hyde. You could argue that playing the lead in Jekyll and Hyde requires double the skill of an ordinary musical theater role.
All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here.
You're taking on two lead characters with distinctive and opposite personalities. To make things even more complicated, they have very different singing styles. To perform both and make it convincing, you'll need a big range and a lot of stamina.
Live inside you forever. No, Satan himself by my side. No.
In Confrontation, Dr. Jekyll and his evil alter ego finally face off against each other, resulting in a frenzied duet that is actually a solo. Either way, it's a cruel challenge for a leading man, although probably a lot of fun too.
Damn you, Hyde, set me free. Can't you see you want me? No, deep inside I am you. You are Hyde.
Number 2. And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going, Dreamgirls. Effie White is not a role for the faint-hearted. With multiple significant numbers and a lot to belt about, it's a star vehicle that requires some serious star quality. Jennifer Holliday set the bar sky high in the original Broadway production, and Jennifer Hudson launched her career off the back of a stellar performance in the movie musical.
Stop all the rivers, push, strike, and kill. I'm not gonna leave ya. There's no way I will.
When performed with the power and passion it requires, And I'm Telling You is the kind of song that'll have the audience on their feet in a standing ovation before you can say interval. Starting off quietly, it builds to a stirring emotional crescendo, and that final heartbreaking note that never fails to tug at the heartstrings. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Rainbow High, Evita. Not the most famous song in the show, but arguably the most difficult.
So Christian Dior me from my head to my toes. I need to be dazzling. I want to be rainbow high.
Dead Girl Walking, Heathers. We'd kill for a range like that. I'm Here, The Color Purple. Cynthia Erivo says it's more difficult than Defying Gravity, and we believe her. Made of Stone, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Quasimodo's big second act solo requires a powerhouse singer.
Forevermore be dry until the day I die.
The modern Major General's song, The Pirates of Penzance. This tongue-twisting classic is the perfect warm-up exercise.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the facts historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Getting Married Today, Company. Stephen Sondheim is known for his complex melodies and whip-smart lyrics, but of all the songs he's ever written, this may be the most demonically difficult.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm going to marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is.
Company follows 30-something bachelor Bobby and his friends through a series of vignettes. In Getting Married Today, the focus is on Amy, a bride-to-be with a terrible case of cold feet.
Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear, or do you want to see a crazy lady fall apart in front of you? It isn't only Paul who may be ruining his life. You know what, both of us, we're losing our identities. I telephoned my analyst about it.
Her fourth wall-breaking solo is a rapid-fire patter song, calling for strong diction, insane breath control, and impeccable comedic timing. It starts fast and gets faster, mimicking Amy's frantic spiral into wedding-based anxiety. Anyone who can master it should be applauded.
I'm not getting married.
With this ring,
But I'm not getting married.
I thee wed.
I'm not getting married. Let us pray, but I'm not getting married today.
Have you ever tried to sing any of these? And what do you think is the most challenging musical theater role? Let us know in the comments.